I might honestly have to sell a kidney if I keep buying these masks.
Don't be so dramatic.
But this one's definitely a cool one, so it.
Are you a big man? Huh?
Welcome to Shadow Alley. On the channel we talk about horror movies and silicone masks and other creepy things, so if you're into that sort of stuff, feel free to subscribe and stick around. I did buy another damn mask. I told you I went on a little bit of a spending spree in the last video, and I wasn't lying. I bought a whole bunch of cool stuff, and this one I'm really super excited about because it's kind of a double whammy for me.
What does that even mean?
So I collect things for two reasons. Mainly I collect things that I feel I might potentially maybe one day be able to use in a horror film or in a short film. So things like zombies. You're always gonna need zombies, right?
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, everybody I know that makes horror films at least does one zombie movie, so I want some zombie masks in my collection just in case. Werewolves. Lots of people make werewolf movies, and I love werewolf movies. That would be the one I would make if I could, so I need some werewolf masks and werewolf costumes. There's just some things that it makes sense to collect as a filmmaker or a wannabe filmmaker. And for me, I've been on the lookout for a vampire. I don't have any vampires in my collection, and I know you could essentially just put teeth in your mouth and that would be a vampire, but again, I like the really gross, hideous stuff.
You're gross.
Rather than too human looking. So I've had my eye on a vampire mask for a long, long time. So this fits that bill. It is obviously a vampire mask, but it gets even better because it also satisfies just that weird collector part of me. Collectors tend to like to buy things that are a little bit more rare, a little bit harder to get a hold of, or that have a really cool story. And this mask is from the originator of the silicone Halloween masks, SPFX. Rusty Slusser was the man. He was kind of the first guy to really make silicone masks available to the public, and you could see some of his silicone masks on television, and that kind of got the silicone mask idea out there. I think I called it in one of my other videos the OGs in the silicone mask space.
You think you're so cool, don't you?
So SPFX Masks are unfortunately no longer making masks. Rusty passed away, so now his masks are a little bit more sought after for collectors like myself. So it's a double whammy. One, it's a vampire mask that I may be able to use in vampire horror films, and two, it's a cool piece that you can't really get anymore because SPFX doesn't make any masks, so it's a little bit more valuable and a little bit cooler for that reason. So for those two reasons, I had to go ahead and get it. So I bought this off of a lovely guy named Alan in Ireland.
Cheers, Adam.
And I am so excited to have finally a vampire in my collection, and not only is it a cool, awesome vampire mask, but it's also from an amazing company that doesn't make masks anymore, making it a very rare piece. So all of that aside, it needs to look good, right? So let's put it on and get some movement and see how badass this mask really is. Of course, it looks freaking amazing. I think this looks so cool. The attention to detail in the paint job is amazing. I don't know if it really translates well on camera because I'm not using the best camera. I'm shooting it in 1080p, but you can see veining and the splotching in the skin. It just looks amazing to me. And the eyes on this mask, borderline uncomfortable because they're so small. But again, I harp over the same thing every damn video, and I apologize. I want it to be really difficult to tell where the mask ends and where your eyes begin. So usually if I'm gonna film something, I will put makeup on my eyes that blends in with the color of the mask a little bit better. But on this one, you can see that the eyes are so small that you barely need to do that. You might be able to pull this thing right out of the box, put it on, throw some light on it, and shoot it, and I think it would look like a convincing vampire. It looks amazing. Now, let's see how much cooler it looks when we add a little bit more movie-appropriate horror lighting. Even better. I love this thing. I know I say that about all my masks, but I only buy things that I know I'm gonna like, and this is no exception. This thing looks amazing. It is a badass mask from a badass company that unfortunately doesn't make masks anymore, but that makes it all the cooler for me. It looks amazing. I think with very little lighting, very little makeup, very little else, you could put this thing on camera and it would look so convincing. Add some teeth in there and bam, you have a movie quality ready vampire on a much, much smaller budget. I think it's awesome. I'm happy to have it as a part of my creepy collection. So thanks again, Alan, for shipping this all the way from Ireland to me. I had to have it, and I'm glad that it's mine now. I'm excited to do some things with it. Let me know in the comments what you think I should be doing with this. And as always, if you like weird, creepy things like this, then please do all those things you're supposed to do to help the channel grow, like and comment and share with your friends. And I will see you in the next one.
Are you a big man?